one of the functions of the right hemisphere. The right hemisphere monitors emotions, monitors affects. And that when the right hemisphere is dysfunctional, the major problem it causes is that you overreact. You do not have your emotions, they have you. You do not have your affects, they have you. And this idea that you can't have a feeling without a thought is simply not true. The amygdala, that part of both sides of the brain, is a part that is just attuned to anything new or anything dangerous, but also any kind of novelty. And you can be in that amygdala feeling long before you've analyzed it logically or cognitively. So I can be in a feeling without a thought. The function of the right hemisphere is to understand and react to our body and our environment. Easier sentence is just the gut level stuff. One of the things I want to point out is in that right hand corner, be on your right hand side, the senior executive of the emotional brain, the thinking brain part of the emotional brain. What Tompkins showed clearly is that emotions are forms of cognition. Affects are forms of cognition. When you've got all your emotions stuffed, when you're numbed out emotionally, you have lost a major part of your intelligence. You have lost a major part of your ability to choose, to make good choices. And what I wrote about in this Reclaiming Virtue is the incredibly important part of emotional intelligence as critical to moral virtue. Aristotle said 400 years before Christ, the last act of a moral judgment is affective inclination. How do we educate the emotions, the affects? How do we educate our children's affects? How do we help them move in the direction of doing good, of wanting to do good? Because good is good to do. Not being bribed by heaven or threatened by hell, which is what happened to me. But being bribed by heaven and threatened by hell does not make you virtuous. You get away with what you think you can get away with.